You're not even making any sense. I'm really starting to get worried here.
I'm not insane. You just came in the middle of something.
Oh, well, that was good to know. So is there anything I can say or do to get you to hang up and come to class?
Short of physical force? I don't think so.
Ah, Watts. Excellent.
Hey.
Am I interrupting something?
What? No.
All right. Okay. I'll leave you to chat with your girlfriend.
She's not my girlfriend.
Is that your boyfriend?
He's not my boyfriend. What? This
It's Martha. Oh, sorry.
So, I was just petting her and I realized she has wrist bones. I mean, not like yours and mine. She's a cat, but structurally very similar. Radius and ulna, small bunches of carpals and metacarpals, and right here, there's not that much holding us together. I mean, these little bones just float in soft tissue.
This relates to the method by which Kaiser was murdered.
Yeah. I mean, Kaiser and Martha and you and I, we all have this structure where our bodies are vulnerable. So his hand could have been yanked off or held twisted off. No cordless saw needed.
Well, that would account for the ragged injury as opposed to the cut.
Well, either one of which would leave his ulnar and radial arteries to drain.
This is excellent, Watts.
But you already thought of that.
I may have visualized it a bit more simplistically.
Well, nobody's perfect.
This fits perfectly with a technical detail I learned last night. Kaiser's engine had a curiously placed neutral safety switch, possibly a safety measure to prevent theft.
And it was on the engine like that?
Exactly. Impossible for a thief to access from the driver's seat, but if someone started the car and someone else defeated the safety switch...
His hand could have been down in the engine when somebody cranked it.
Exactly, but who forced him to put it there?
It has to be Barstow, or someone he hired.
Has to be. What's your evidence?
Seriously? Barstow was kicked out of the army because he ran from a firefight, and he's had 6 wives.
Yeah, but is he a thief and a killer?
No, he's just the kind of guy who falls apart in the face of conflict, and he panicked about the race, so he did something desperate and stupid, but he was too scared to do it himself, so he hired that Leroy guy.
Watts, you know that's not evidence.
Yeah, I know, it's just a gut feeling, but it makes sense. Okay, here's how to prove it. Only one of our 2 suspects would be losing sleep over whether or not Leroy's behind bars blabbing secrets, see? So if Leroy's still in there, then our man is Wilbur Morris, like everybody thought in the first place, but if Leroy's been sprung because his boss got scared, then Barstow is behind the... Hello.
You should go to your classes today. I'll be in contact when I need you again.
What are you... I'll explain later, but... Excellent work, Watts. This is exactly what I needed.
I was there. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you were and you weren't. You know, if you're sitting in a lecture hall but doing web searches on race car owners, you might as well have stayed home.
They saw me. Professors and peers saw my face.
They saw the top of your head.
Okay, this is ridiculous. We cannot keep doing this.
I agree.
Tell the truth. Is this about me talking to Sheridan instead of going to my classes, or me talking to Sheridan instead of spending all my time with you?
It's, both.
Why does it matter so much?
Because. I love you.
Why don't you want me to do what makes me happy? What turns me on intellectually? What makes me feel like I'm alive?
I thought those were the reasons you wanted to be a doctor.
They are, but life isn't just...
Moment of truth.
Don't put that on me. That is not fair.
No.
No. I gotta take this call.
Ah, Watts, I see that you've completed your classes for the day.
Yeah. Yeah, where were you?
I was quietly spreading the word that Sheridan Hume is vulnerable to attack.
What?
Yes, I spent the afternoon on a scenic tour of Talladega County's finest trailer parks, gossiping with Leroy Dallenberg's tight-lipped friends and neighbors.
And they talked to you?
Oh, no. They talked to Raven, soul and beauty school dropout, I sometimes impersonate.
Okay. Disguise. Awesome.
Raven made a point of telling everyone who might be hiding Leroy that
The woman who put him in jail had recently lost her police protection.
Hiding Leroy, so...
Your instincts were entirely correct. Leroy Dallenberg never went to jail. He was released upon his arrest by a mysterious benefactor.
All right, so now what? Do you try to catch Leroy and see if he'll confess and maybe implicate Barstow while he's at it? Wait, would he do that?
Well, we'll find out soon enough, won't we, Leroy?
I can't decide whether I want to kill you now or make it take a while.
Should have gone with now.
Oh! Ah! Duh!
Back it up.
Holy crap! You knew he was coming?
Of course I did. I sent away my police protection to complete the illusion, with the understanding, of course, that they'd come back as soon as this scumbag walked in the door. Now, let's assemble the components. Someone hired you to surprise Kaiser as he approached the garage. You held him at gunpoint until he turned off the security cameras and opened the doors.
Then you tried to start the car, but it wouldn't go into gear and you couldn't figure out why.
I knew it wouldn't. Boss told me it wouldn't go into gear.
Your boss knew in it. Wait, Barstow?
Well, of course he knew. The damn car was his.
Wow, this is easy when the suspect is this stupid.
So then you held Kaiser at gunpoint until he undid the safety switch.
Then you threw it to drive the first instant you could because you clearly have no patience and don't think things through.
You shut up.
Throwing Kaiser off balance, his hand slipping in the path of the serpentine belt.
And just like your boss, you panicked and started to drive off.
But then you saw Kaiser's metal cutting saw on the floor, his blood already on it.
Wait, how'd you know the saw was his?
I looked up the serial number.
The number was clearly visible in police photographs.
The warranty was registered to Kaiser, so it was his saw. It must have been in the garage when the blood got on it, and then you had the brilliant idea of picking it up and dropping it in your rival's truck.
Well, the dumbass doesn't lock his toolbox.
Careless of him with so many thieves around. Thieves who would leave an injured man to bleed to death.
Oh. Go ahead and shoot. I can't go back to jail now.
What's he talking about, Watts?
Well, I don't mind being caught. I've been caught before. But you ain't even a cop. You're just a woman.
It's any comfort to you, Leroy. It actually took 2 women.
2 women working together.
Good morning, Watts. Are you surprised I'm the one calling you?
I was just kind of surprised at not being able to reach you instantly, much less for several days.
Well, I've been very busy giving lengthy depositions in the Barstow case. After that, airports and airplanes. On to my next case.
Something else already?
Always. You interested?
Sheridan. Yeah, this is the best thing that Yeah, I'm always gonna be interested, but at the same time, you gotta understand, I've let my studies go completely to crap, and my parents have invested a fortune in my education.
Come on, Watts. You and I both know that you're on scholarship, and that is not a valid excuse.
Will you stop doing that?
Yes. Okay. I understand.
I probably should spend more time with this guy to whom I've been kind of a jerk, you know? And you know what else would help? If you would stop calling me Watts. It's like I'm a third grader and you're the assistant principal. Hang on, that's probably the guy.
You prefer to be called Jonny?
Since I was 3 years old.
So, Jonny, pack your bags.